I've just realized that I think I've been quite self-indulgent, and it's not fair to the rest of the household if I have unmet duties. As in, if I leave some dishes in the sink and then I go away and eat my dinner, but I don't come back to do the dishes immediately, I leave them there. And if I'm in my room and I'm just entertaining myself and just doing what I want and forgetting about the dishes, that feels very much like how it felt when I was a teenager living with my parent. And so I would feel like I don't have responsibilities. I'm a kid. I'm just going to do what I want to do. It's selfish. And every now and then there will be a thought in my mind like, oh, remember, you did some dishes, or you should be doing some dishes. And then as a teenager, I would just go, I'll just leave it. It doesn't really matter. I can't be bothered right now. And it's quite selfish. It's just a very honest and selfish response of, I can't be bothered. But, not taking into account other people who are bothered. And by your inability to just like pick up after yourself, it's a sign of disrespect. You agree to live by some kind of rules of formality and cleanliness and self-respect and like communal respect. We all agree to keep the place nice and clean and in order, neat and tidy. Yeah, okay, we all agree. It's like an unspoken agreement, that everyone should keep their place neat and tidy as a sign of respect and general good maintenance and upkeep, right? And then you'll live more harmoniously. But when I'm not responsible for a family member being part of the household or a partner to be part of the household, I'm just a single bachelor, right? So I think I've been reverting slightly. From time to time, I catch myself letting myself like relax on my duties. And it feels immature, to be honest. It feels, just a bit immature, a bit disrespectful, a bit self-obsessed. And those are traits that I don't want to possess going forward. And just simple little mannerisms and acts that we have allowed ourselves to take on, whether it be an excuse, an avoidance, just forgetting about it, ignoring something, having the ability to just ignore a duty that you have to yourself and your environment is an immature thing. And I don't know where else I'll come across this kind of mechanism, this kind of like truth. But I'm sure I will. But yeah, I was just reminded that I have been doing that. So it's not mature of me, and it's not respectful of me. And if other people were aware of this kind of basic rule of conduct, and they've been feeling like, like it's so disrespectful. If they've been having thoughts like that, wow, it's those moments where someone just lifts your head up, gives you a slap in the face, goes, wake up, like look around you, observe other people, how they are reacting to what you do. And, buck up, grow up a little bit. And I think life is just all about that. It's just We can have long periods where we're just coasting along without a care in the world, la-di-da-di-da. And then at some point, you're going to have some kind of like wake-up call. You know, just a tiny little thing that triggers in your psyche. You observe something, and a little message in your head, and you go, and you have a little conversation with it. You try and find out what it means. And then it kind of leads to this whole, observation, self-awareness. You have to put a little magnifying glass up to your own body and investigate it. See what mannerisms you have, what patterns you've made. How well are they ingrained in your day-to-day life now that you don't even realize that it was a pattern in the first place? It was a habit in the first place. Like leaving dirty dishes. It's just a simple thing, but when you think of it like that all of it means that there's a possibility my reality is just being blissfully ignorant and a bit immature and selfish, whilst a housemate's reality might be like, oh, what an ungrateful little, like, ugh. Just a little bit of like, ugh. Having people who haven't quite realized that yet. Well, I mean, I've realized it. It's just, I've let myself get off lightly with too much, because that's an immature thing. To be mature, you need to take responsibilities for your duties. Yeah, I don't know what to title this one. But yeah, that's it. I appreciate the ability to be more self-aware, and I appreciate that I've realized this potential truth, probably truth, and I will endeavor to correct it, because it's going to help me grow and be more mature and be better.